I just can't move forward. I'm just stuck. I feel like I'm bound. This thing has held me down for years and years and years. It's just a yoke around my neck. I can't do anything. And then Isaiah says, it's the anointing that breaks the yoke. Oh. Well, how do I get the anointing? Well, the text says, as you keep my statutes, my commandments, and my judgments, and do what's right, I'm going to place you in a place of function, and I will allow the rain to increase. And as the rain increases, as the rain comes down in its season, when it's supposed to, then you'll get those type of crops that you need. Fire! All right, cool. So I'm putting you in a functional place. But if you act dysfunctional in a functional place, I will stop your ability to prosper even in a functional place. That is amazing. That, to me, that's amazing. That means you can have everything going right in your life. You're living in the greatest neighborhood, living it up, everything's great, but because your heart veered off, you can't increase. Even in a good place, you can't increase. This would be a good time to sidebar. What is your attitude towards increase? Your attitude towards increase will determine how well you'll increase. Because you're like, I don't need to grow. I'm good. If you're happy where you're comfortable where you are, why would you even try to increase? You can't get the fruit of your field unless it rains. And he said, because you're being disobedient and you're veering off from left to right and looking at everything else besides his kingdom, he said, guess what? You don't increase. You just kind of remain where you are. And so Father puts a demand on us. If anyone knows the verse, please tell me. One of the first commands we had was be fruitful and multiply. Our very first command, before there was a Torah, before there was a sin, before there was anything, number one, increase. Right? Increase. And so we are commanded to increase. I don't feel like increasing. I don't want to increase. I don't care. You're commanded to increase. Think about that. I mean, like you really don't really want to grow. And look, I don't care whether you want to grow or not, you will grow. Right? You have to increase. You're commanded to increase regardless. Okay, so what is your attitude towards increase? That's going to be huge. Because if it's offense to you, there's some levels of work that has to happen within your heart. Can we go now to Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 8. Rain is symbolic of anointing. Rain is symbolic of prosperity. Rain is symbolic of growth and ability to grow. Mitzrayim, Egypt, had to use irrigation systems to get their land to increase. They had to funnel, they had to dig trenches to get water to come to their fields just to make there to be, they had to go there with pitchers and pots and water their garden. He said like a vegetable garden. He said, where I'm going, it rains when it's supposed to rain.
But the land whither ye go to possess it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven, a land which the Lord thy God careth for. The eyes of the Lord thy God are always upon it, from the beginning of the year even unto the end of the year. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, that I will give you the rain of your land in his due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in thy corn and thy wine and thine oil.
What was the other one? What's the next one after grain? On the text, I'm sorry. New wine, right? New wine represents new revelations, new teachings, new insights. And what was the last one? Oil. That's that anointing. Come on. Isaiah said the anointing is what is necessary to break The yoke. I just can't move forward. I'm just stuck. I feel like I'm bound. This thing has held me down for years and years and years. It's just a yoke around my neck. I can't do anything. And then Isaiah says, it's the anointing that breaks the yoke. Oh. Well, how do I get the anointing? Well, the text says, as you keep my statutes, my commandments, and my judgments, and do what's right, I'm going to place you in a place of function, and I will allow the rain to increase. And as the rain increases, as the rain comes down in its season, when it's supposed to, then you'll get those type of crops that you need. The mindset was different. So when the Most High came along and said, hey, you're gonna be able to eat and be filled, and everybody's like, I eat every day and I'm full every day. What are you talking about? You know, I got a number 4, number 5, and number 6 combo. What are you talking about? I'm filled, I'm full, I'm eating. I don't need the commandments for that. You're not thinking the way the ancients was thinking. And so if you can't relate to the natural of it, the spiritual of it is people are literally starving for the word. They're starving for revelation. They're starving for provision. And I mean, our society makes us think completely that we're lax in provision, and there is no drought of provision right now. But they want us to live in fear. There's no drought of provision. There's no drought of revelation. There's no drought of insight, nor a drought of his anointing. Rain is symbolic of anointing. Rain is symbolic of prosperity. Rain is symbolic of growth and ability to grow.
We have put together an almanac for 2023. Did you know that the Most High has an appointed season specifically for you to prosper? Do you know when your rain season is? Do you know there's an exact date when Father expects us all to be prospering, all to be harvesting, all to be cultivating? There is a certain timetable, a literal exact date when you should be doing certain things. Father is an Elohim of order. He placed things in order. What if you miss the rain and you go into a season of sun? What do you do then? This is why you need the Biblical Seasons Almanac 2023.